dangerous consciousness. This conversation is brought to you and powered by Ketones. Ketones, they do your brain better. You ever forget things? Well, today the conversation, hey, good morning, everybody. Good to see you all. Hey, today the conversation is about not forgetting how to build your wealth. Right? Today, this month of December is all about expansion. And expansion as it relates to you building your business. I got to go ahead and turn off the conversation. Oh, got it. So, what have you forgot about expanding your wealth? See, if your brain is squirreling right now, looking for an answer, let me explain some science that's going on. You ready? Let me hit you with some science. If you didn't have an answer right away for what it means to expand your wealth, two things have happened. One, you probably haven't asked yourself that question before. How do I expand my wealth? That's one thing that happened. The second thing that happened is the brain went and looked into your past. The brain went and looked into your past to see if you had any record of expanding your wealth. And since it couldn't figure that out, and since it couldn't have a definition of that, hey, Jessica Constantine, welcome. Great time having you here. First time joining. Love you bunches. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What does it mean to expand your wealth? Come on, think about that for a second. The reason that your body is struggling right now, any of you feeling a little bit warmer in your body right now? Any of you feeling a little bit more challenged in your body right now? See that, ladies and gentlemen, here's the science. You ready for the science? That's called neuroencoding. That's called neuroencoding. When you say something, that it triggers your body to have a reaction. See, most of you, if you drink coffee, you go to a restaurant and you order a cup of coffee. Hey, give me a cup of Joe. Your body, there's no reaction in your body because it's not a threat. See, the brain looks for two things. One, will it kill me? That's the first thing it looks for. And the second thing it looks for, where's the pattern? And since I asked you a question about expanding your wealth, expanding your creativity, expanding who you are as a wealthy human being, your mind instantly associates wealth to riches, wealth to money, and you know that maybe you're lacking a little bit in finances. You wish you had more. You could ask a billionaire, do they want more? Yes, they want more. Somebody just went and spent $45 billion to buy a company. Wealthy want more. Are you wealthy? See, if the fear of you having more, doing more, becoming more, wanting more puts a little twinge in your body, that's a phenomenon known as neuroencoding. You think about it and reacts in your body. See, the brain does two things. It'll look for a pattern. It'll also ask the first question, will this kill me? And that heat in your body, that twinge in your body, that this guy's an a-hole, right? You saying that about me. This guy's a jerk. I don't like the sound of his voice. I don't like the shirt he's wearing. He's wearing a stupid hat. Whatever it is, your brain is looking for a way to defend itself so it doesn't have to ask the question, why am I not wealthy? If you're ready for some dangerous consciousness, to become dangerously conscious about you, about your future, about your success, about the promises you have made to you and to your friends and to your family, then it's time to stay focused. It's time to stay plugged in. Because I'm a certified brain trainer, certified mental toughness coach, certified self-talk coach, certified hypnotherapist, certified something else. I don't know. I've got a bunch of degrees and certifications. But none of that matters if today you can't figure out how to pay your rent. See, I'm not going to sell you a program. You're going to maybe ask if you could buy one of my programs, but I'm not here to sell you that. But I am going to sell you on you. Pay attention. I'm going to have, Zig Ziglar says, sales is the transference of enthusiasm. See, I believe in you. Why? Because I know what you're capable of. I know what you are as a human being. I've studied success for the last 40 years. I've studied human potential for 30 years. I've studied human creativity. I've studied the brain for the last 15 years. I've studied self-talk for almost 20 years now. And all of this gives me a result. All of this gives me, when I add all of this stuff up together and I hit the calculate button, The answer that comes out when I hit the calculate button, it says you're freaking amazing and you're living a limiting life. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be on this call if you didn't have amazing potential. So I'm going to ask you, is it time to become conscious of your potential? Because if you become conscious of your potential, you're going to be dangerous in the world. You're going to be dangerous to procrastination. You're going to be dangerous to bad relationships. You're going to be dangerous to poverty. So I will ask you again, drop a DC in the chat if you want to become dangerously conscious. And there's a part of your body that's resisting. There's a part of you that's saying, I don't know what that means. Would it be fair to say, listen carefully, follow this little trail, follow this little understanding. If you want more, drop an M in the chat. Just follow me on this, play along with me. I'm going to activate some neuroencoding in you. I'm going to activate some mental toughness in you. I'm going to activate some hypnotherapy in you. You will always be in control. I will never do anything to harm you or hurt you, and you will always have the ability to say stop, right? That's just a neuroencoding disclaimer. A hypnotherapy disclaimer. So here it is. If you want more, you drop an M in the chat. So you want more. I want more. I want more of what? I want more of everything. I want more money. I want more health. I want more sex. I want more. Did he just say sex? Did he just say sex? I want more romantic interludes. How about that? I want more. I want more. First of all, here's the next question. Agree, A, or disagree, D. Do you agree you are wired, you are capable of more, or do you disagree you can't have more? Drop an A in the chat for I agree. I can have more. I am worthy of more. I am capable of more. I want more. I want to become dangerously the poster child of more. You follow me? Okay, so now you want more and you agree you are capable of more. So here's a tough question. Here's where the mentor comes in. What the hell's stopping you? Is it opportunity? No. Is it education? No. My cousin Google will tell you anything. My cousin Google will tell you anything you want to know. I'll tell you anything that I got. I'll give you everything I got. So now, you want more. You're worthy of more. What's stopping you? Self. The disagreement that with your old story is what's stopping you. See, the danger is in the mirror. Right, Michael Jackson's song, Man in the Mirror. Great song. I have a dear friend of mine who teaches gratitude on a daily basis. If you want to learn more about that, go to gratitudewithdanny.com. And she's on here scrolling. If you scroll back up and see who's on the Instagram, on the IG with me, you'll see Daniela Jukic 1. I'd follow her. So if you want more, you're worthy of more. So here's the next question. Is more available? Drop an MA. Drop an MA if more is available to you. Follow me on this. This gets real simple. There is no long debate, and you don't have to go to 32 sessions of therapy to figure out you want more, you're capable of more, you're worthy of more. Is more available? Yes, drop an MA in the chat. More is available. So now why aren't you accessing it? Here's the only reason. The only reason is your belief in you. Because if you can see an opportunity, you see it work. It works for other people. If you see something, oh, I like that. Other people like that. You could do that. Here's the challenge. You are the stopping block. You are becoming dangerously unconscious of your capabilities. So here's what I'm going to work with you in 2023. If you choose to work along with me, and there's going to be a lot of open sessions. I don't want to call them free because you're giving me your time. You're giving me, is my voice cracking? I'm just going through puberty. You're giving me your time. You're giving me your energy. You're giving me your joy. You're giving me your trust. Oh, I'm not saying it's an all-out lay down on the floor in front of the train kind of trust. No, I get that. But there's a part of you that's going, this is different. Guy's nuts. I like nuts. I can do that. Listen, if you like crazy, drop a C in the chat. If you like a little bit of nuts, drop an N in the chat. I'm your guy. So here's what's happening. You are becoming unconscious. You have been wired to become unconscious to your greatness. You have become unconscious to your dreams. You have become unconscious to your capability. People have been telling you, do this, do that. See, you've been looking for an algorithm and you haven't even studied the algorithm called you. There is an algorithm to your success. There is a circadian cycle to your sleep. There is a digestive process to your eating. There is a functional success model that will only work for you. Isn't it time to stop being a copycat? I get fired up. My throat gets dry. I'm excited. It's Wednesday, December 7th. Are you excited? Some of you have the fear of Christmas looming over your head. I don't know. I can't afford. I got stuff on layaway. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. Are you freaking kidding me? Between now and the end of the month, you could create $10,000 in income. What? I promise you could do it. December is the best month for people to make a decision about their wealth. How do I know that? Because I come out of a particular industry that says that the greatest and the biggest and the most powerful people in our profession, called MLM, making lasting money, the majority of them enrolled into December. They became truly conscious about their finances. They became truly conscious about what the next year holds. They became truly conscious about beep or get off the pot. So I'll ask you a question. Do you want to become dangerously conscious? Do you want to have dangerous consciousness flow through you on a daily basis? Because if you do, listen, you will become dangerous. You will be seen. There's a big difference. Listen carefully. There's a big difference. See if you can follow me on this. Listen, I'm a farm boy from Ohio, 0.9 grade point average. School was not the formula for me. That was not my functional success model for education. My functional success model of education is find a problem, fill it, fix it, find it, deliver it. No longer have the problem. See, here's one word you can change from now until forever. Turn your problems into projects. I've got projects all over. I got projects coming out of my yin and out of my yang. I got projects everywhere. I don't have problems. So what will happen is when you decide to become dangerous to fear and procrastination, just imagine this for a second. You decide, I'm going to expand my wealth. I am going to be a person of expansion. I am going to be able to say yes to more shit. Why would I say yes to shit? See, that doesn't even sound right, does it? But yet people will say that. They'll use that word to describe things. That word is not a wealthy word. Yeah, but it's just a simple word. Everybody says it. That's why everybody's freaking broke. Because you say it's okay to say words like that. It is not. That is not how wealth is created. You may use it as a punctuation point, but if that's part of your, hey, good effing morning, that is not wealth. And that's why you're broke. You mean the words I use? Yeah, because it creates the vibration. Just saying. So see, if you start to become dangerous, the people around you will see you as a danger to what? How many of you have decided, drop a 1 in the chat, if you've ever decided to work on your wealth and you're working towards your wealth and you're moving towards your wealth and you're starting to do things and get results that are wealthy and you're starting to see things wealthy come into your life, how many times has somebody saw you as a threat? People who love you see you as a threat. And then what do? What are you silly enough to do, crazy enough to do, blind enough to do, is you stop being a freaking threat. And then you're the one that is angry. And then you're the one that flies off at the handle because they took it away from you. Nobody took stuff away from you, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody has taken anything away from you. You have decided not to go for it. Big difference. Nobody has taken anything away from you. And when you feel that, how many of you feel that little burning in your body, that little fire? You're getting a little fired up. You're getting a little mad at me. You know you can't be mad at me because I didn't do nothing to you. I'm only activating that part of you, that higher part of you, that wellness inside of you, that wealth inside of you, that creative side of you that says, screw this crap. Why am I sitting here doing nothing? Well, you're not doing nothing if you're getting fired up. You're actually increasing your metabolism. You're actually activating the functional medicine inside of you called your brain, and you're activating the dopamine and the serotonin, and you're activating this adrenaline inside of you, and you're finally starting to have some thoughts. And here's the thing. The thoughts you're about to have today will change everything about you if you stay plugged in. If you have somebody that will follow you and keep you and kick you square in the cheeks of that beautiful butt of yours and say, become conscious. I will wake you out of the slumber that you have been in. You come here in the morning to get waken up, not to become awoke, whatever the hell that word means, to wake up, to wake from this slumber of fear and doubt and lack and frustration. And I can't keep my promises. I can't lose that last 5 pounds. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. When is it time to stop saying can't and start to say I can? That's when you become dangerous. That's when your consciousness starts to reveal the ideas. See, how many of you know the 2 or 3 next steps? Drop a 2 or drop a 3. How many next steps do you know that you're capable of? How many next steps do you know that you have absolutely within your reach, within your grasp? You can grab the next 2 or 3 steps to change your life forever. But you won't. You're too worried about what somebody who is unconscious is saying about your consciousness. They can't even recognize your consciousness, and you become a danger. Here's how you stop being a danger to those who are unconscious around you. You say the words, I love you. Well, why are you doing this? You're not around and you're doing this and you're not doing everything. Have you lost your mind? I have, and you know I love you. It's all about your state. And if you lose and change your story, if you let their unconsciousness change your story, you're going to be right back stuck into strategy and go, how? How does not work. Google proves it. My cousin Google proves it. You can type in weight loss, 1.8 billion answers in 9.93 seconds, and everybody's 80% of the population's fat. You can type in at-home exercise, and you'll get 75,000 hours of videos. I don't know, 75,000 hours of videos on YouTube, and nobody will frickin' watch it. You can type in wealth, and there'll be an inordinate amount of solutions, and you haven't watched it because of your fear of becoming dangerous. Your fear of being put in danger. You know what's in danger? Your old story. You know what's in danger? The way your parents told you how to create wealth. You know what's in danger? What your old ex told you, that you're not good enough and you're not this, and you're still telling everybody about it. Can I let you in on a little secret? This is going to hurt. Nobody cares. You know why they don't care about what your ex did to you? Is because their ex did the same damn thing. That's why you hang around them. Birds of a feather flock together. This is rough. Listen, there's the new sheriff in town. I'm not going to allow you to continue to live your pain. I'm not saying to forget it. I will be the last person to tell you to forget it. What I will tell you is how to rewire it. What I will show you is how to use it as fuel. What I will show you is how to use it as passion instead of pain. You keep carrying it around, going and lugging it like the guy from Ebenezer Scrooge, with Jacob Marley, right? Christmas Tale, the Christmas story. What's it called? Somebody help me out. My mind's not on the story, although we should be watching it. And he's dragging the change, and he says, and he yells at him, Ebenezer!
Christmas
Pay
Carol.
attention. Every link. Christmas Carol, thank you. Every link in this chain is a wrong I've done unto others. I'm not saying you're a bad person. What I am saying is you've probably been a little bad to yourself. If we started to knit that chain and we were to go back and look at every time you created an injustice against you, just for shits and giggles, how many of you would say you've got a chain at least a mile long? How many of you just scoffed at that? A mile long? Every time I did something bad against myself, every time I had doubt, every time I had fear, every time I decided to get angry at somebody that I had no freaking control over, every time that I decided to get angry at life out there because life didn't do a damn thing to me. It's my response to it. It's your responsibility, your ability to respond to this. And the reason that you're frustrated or aggravated, or you didn't win a contest, or you didn't enter the contest, or you missed out on going to get your free coffee at McDonald's. I don't know what it is, but you're going to come up with some kind of crazy ass story that says life did wrong by me. I got news for you. Life didn't do shit wrong by you. You've just decided you wanted to have a shitty attitude today. This is a wake-up call. 2023 is around the corner, and you have gotten this far in life, and this is what you're happy with? This is what you're excited about? And if you're resisting this right now, it's because you know there's a truth behind it. I have the solution. It's called you. That's the only solution that works. Nothing I have to offer will change it until you decide that you are the most amazing, unbelievably, dangerously conscious human being that walks the planet. My question is, and this is the most difficult question possible, are you ready for the love? What the hell? Wait a minute, you just got through hitting us with 78 sledgehammers of our past life, knit and change like Ichabod Crane or whoever it was. I think he was throwing the pumpkin. No, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And now you're going to say, I'm the solution? You're the only thing that can be the solution. And when you decide and you draw the line in the sand and you say, today's the day, I've had enough. Well, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy. It'll be the most difficult journey to walk into consciousness, to become fully aware how people have manipulated you, to become fully aware how society has manipulated you, to become fully aware has your parents manipulated you. I'm not saying they did it to be manipulators. It's all they could do. It's the best they could do. And you keep struggling because you have this part of you. You have this little fire inside of you that says there's more. You have this fire inside of you that says, I'm capable of more. I've seen it. I've felt it. I've lived it for a split second. I've had peace on my journey, and I want to know where the hell it went. That's the illusion. That's the illusion they have you with, that it left you. It has never left you, my dear friend. It is still inside of you. That's the part of you that's still listening to this. That's the part of you that's getting fired up by this. That's the part of you that's going, this is what we need. This is what we hear. This is finally somebody's telling me the truth for me. They're not giving me a script. They're allowing me to live my own script. They're not giving me a way to do. They're not giving me a strategy. They're telling me a state so I can figure out my own freaking strategy. Here's the challenge. When you become responsible, the only place you can live is in state. It's in your vibration. And soon as you live in state, the story unravels. And soon as the story unravels, the strategies flow at you. So Napoleon Hill says this, right? If you've ever read Think and Grow Rich, the secret to success has been revealed almost on every single page. Your job is to be ready. Your job is to be prepared. Your job is to say, I'm ready to receive the secret. And then as soon as you do, all of the strategies that start to flow to you. See, how many of you have options? How many of you have multiple choices to create wealth today? See, that's a limiting set of options. That's a limiting set of strategies. How many of you have people laying strategies at your feet to create income? See, you don't see that. Your brain is going, what the hell is he talking about? I got to work hard. How many of you said, I got to work hard? Drop a W in the chat. It's got to be harder than nobody's laying shit at my feet. You're right, because you got a shitty attitude and nobody wants to, anybody who's got the secret, anybody who's got the wealth, anybody who's got the strategies of wealth and creation isn't going to lay it at a shitty attitude's feet. Sorry. Unfriend me. I'm okay with it. I'm not going to cry going, I lost followers today. None of you pay my bills. I made some friends today. Awesome. Let me help you have more of what you want, less of what you don't. See, everybody gets on here and they want to pitch you a way to use a strategy and to use a strategy. And I've got a strategy. I don't have a damn strategy. I got state, baby. I got state. You want to move to a new state? Come talk to me. I'll help you get to a new state. And then strategies appear. The reason is that you are so not committed to your state, you'll listen to anybody's strategy. So, some people have listened to the strategy of go for no. Seriously? If you really sat back and you started to look at that and you just started to digest that, go for no. Write down on a sheet of paper and go get 500 no's. Are you freaking kidding me? But people have agreed with that strategy. Why? Because they got a really doubtful state. If I were to give you a noogie, right? Give you one of those, rub it on your head, beat on your sternum, wake you up a little bit. Would you really want to go for no? Does that really sound like a good strategy that you would want to go for no? I just, I don't get it. Maybe it's because I don't have a state of allowing no to flow into my life. Isn't that what you want? See, the reason they say go for no is to toughen you up is because you finally get so pissed off, you finally get so mad that you don't hear no anymore. Why would you want to have to go through that misery, that hell, that pain to finally come to an awareness you already know? It's because if you came to the awareness without the scars, without the battle, without the trauma, you don't feel you'd be dangerous. Paulo Coelho book said in the book the book is found, manuscript found in a cross. He said this. Actually, the main character said this, the cop. He said, the scars you carry are stronger than the sword that made them. This isn't a secret what I'm about to tell you. You already have so many battle scars. You don't need one more scar. Why are you deciding, I need one more scar, I need one more stripe, I need one more pain, I need one more miserable story that I have to walk through so I can finally say, I am now dangerous to fear. I am now dangerous to procrastination. I am now dangerous to poverty. Why? Why do you have to go through one more battle to prove that you've made it this far? The challenge is you won't allow yourself to have vulnerability. Because any time in the circles that you've walked in, they've made you feel so not dangerous when you tell your vulnerability. If you're scared to tell that vulnerable story, drop a V in the chat. I'm not asking you it, but I know you all have a vulnerable story that you are deathly afraid of telling people about. I'm serious. This is the first engagement of your change, of your transformation of become dangerous, is admitting you have a vulnerable story. Many of you won't even admit it. It's too vulnerable. I don't need people to know that I'm broken. Hell, we know you're broken. If you've made it from 1900 to now, you're broken. How do I know that? Because society breaks people. It's how they have their strength. It's how they become dangerous, is they put you in the fear of you being broke. And here's the challenge. Too many people tell a broken story. They're speaking from the wound, not the scar. That's what makes you scared about your story, is you're going to speak from the wound. It hasn't healed yet. As much as you think it has, as much as you have shoved it down in a corner, in a box, never to be spoken again, now only for me to bring it to the day of light. Some of you are already in tears. Some of your bodies are already shaking because the idea of you ever mentioning this vulnerable story, well, let me let you in on a little idea here. That is the only way you are going to break free. That's why I don't have the answer. I don't have a script. That's why the scripts you're using aren't working. That's why the algorithms you're trying to follow aren't working. That's why the programs of I post 10, 4, 8, 7, 2, 6, 5, whatever the hell the numbers are, it's not working. It's because you haven't become vulnerable enough to allow yourself to become dangerous. And when you finally dip your toe on the other side of the line you've drawn today about becoming wealthy, there is a level of dangerous, calm, dangerous, confident, dangerous. You ever meet somebody who's so big and so intimidating, they don't have to say a word? And yet their smile is this contradiction to the stature of who they are. And you call them, they're like a big teddy bear. Drop a T in the chat if you know any big teddy bears. They're intimidating as hell, but because you smiled at them, they smiled back, and now you're like hugging this huge mountain of a human who could literally crush you with their thoughts. And they're this big teddy bear in your life. I want you to become that teddy bear, that person who is so absolutely consuming of greatness that it exudes from you. People walk by you and go, is that a new perfume? Yes, it's called success. It's called consciousness. Would you like to try my new perfume called consciousness? And then we have one for night. It's called dangerous consciousness. And when you decide to wear that one, the pheromones and the hormones and the vitamins and the whatever's in people's bodies, when you become dangerously conscious and you have this dangerous consciousness aura about you, the world starts to lay things at your feet and say, hey, I'd love your thoughts on this. Could we partner together? What do you do? How do you stay in state? They don't ask that question. They say, why are you so happy? Why? Why are you so happy? Why is it a question my parents used to ask me, my mom used to ask me when I was in trouble? Why are you in trouble being happy? And we hear, why am I in trouble being happy? I don't want to be in trouble being happy, so I choose not to be happy. Why are you happy? Because I choose to be dangerous. This making sense? I went way over. I get excited about this. This is what I'm going to help you through in 2023. Becoming dangerously conscious. It's called dangerous consciousness. Are you ready? Are you ready for the love? Are you ready to fall back in love with you and have people fall in love with you and go, today was such a great day? And then say tomorrow, today was such a great day. And the day after that, today was such a great day. And say after the day after that, today was an amazing day. And the day after that, you go, oh my gosh, what an amazing day. I believe it. Wouldn't that be how you would choose to live 2023? I'm just curious. So from the Dangerous Consciousness Studios in Clinton, Arkansas. See, we can be dangerous even in small towns. I hope you have an incredible day. I hope you have a dangerous day. And I hope you're the one that it becomes so dangerous. Fear crosses the street and walks down the other side. Procrastination says, I'm the hell out of Dodge. I appreciate you so very much. I love you tons, Instagram. I am your head dangerous consciousness center of Misfit Land. I will see y'all where? at the next event. Till then, bye for now. YouTube, I love you. Thank you to YouTube for being so dangerous and showing up here and hanging out till the end. I love you tons. I will see you all where? At the very next dangerous conversation.